Hello everyone, welcome to our English grammar course with me, Miss Hulan. Today we are going to learn about present simple, one of the most important basic tenses in English. Maybe some of you have asked yourself before, why do some verbs have s and some do not? Or why do he, she, and it use s but I, you, and they do not? Okay, don't worry, because in this lesson we will explain everything using easy English, clear example, and also we will learn the rules step by step so you can understand without feeling confused. And we will talk about the situation, the basic pattern, and the small grammar details so you must know to use present simple correctly. And remember, this lesson is designed to be simple and very clear so you can feel confident using English. Alright, let's begin our lesson and learn together. Ulang-ulang. Alright, let's begin our lesson and learn together. Okay everyone, so now we move to the material. What is present simple? Present simple itu adalah tenses yang kita pakai untuk ngomongin things that are regular, things that happen again and again, atau hal-hal yang selalu benar. Jadi, kalau sesuatu itu bukan sementara, tapi memang bagian dari kebiasaan atau rutinitas hidup kita, kita pakai present simple. For example, kalau kamu mau bilang I wake up at 6 a.m., itu present simple, karena kamu lakukan itu setiap hari. Or kalau kamu mau bilang she drinks coffee every morning, nah itu juga termasuk present simple karena itu adalah habit. So remember, present simple is used for habit, general fact, repeat action, and fixed schedule. Okay everyone, look at this picture. Ini adalah Alex. Alex is a bus driver. So, this is his job. Tapi, kalau kita lihat gambarnya sekarang, Alex lagi ngapain? Ya, he is sleeping. Dia lagi tidur. Jadi jelas dia tidak sedang mengemudi bus. So, the important point here is kita punya dua hal yang berbeda. Walaupun sekarang dia tidur, kita tetap bilang he drives a bus, karena itu faktanya. Dan untuk menjelaskan sekarang, kita bilang he is sleeping atau he is not driving a bus right now. Nah, ini bagian inti grammarnya aku akan jelaskan dengan cara yang sederhana. Kata kerja seperti drive, work, do, itu adalah base form atau ini itu bentuk paling dasar. Dan untuk present simple, kita pakai base form ini untuk beberapa subjek dan tambah s untuk subjek lain. Kalau subjeknya I, you, they, we, itu kita tidak perlu menambahkan s, jadi tetap misalkan I drive, you work, they do. Nah, itu tidak perlu menambahkan s. Sedangkan kalau subjeknya he, she, it, itu ditambah s pada verbnya. For example, he drives, she works, Alex does his homework. Ini adalah aturan penting dalam present simple, jadi kita sebut subject verb agreement. Intinya, he, she, it, itu verbnya ditambah s. Think like this. Kalau subjeknya cuma satu orang yang bukan kamu, seperti he, she, it, itu verbnya butuh s sebagai penanda. Okay. This is for simple question. Why do we say he drives and not he drive? Ya, jawabannya karena he itu menggunakan verb plus s. Another example, kalau subjeknya they, apakah kita pakai s? No, ya jawabannya tidak, karena they itu verbnya without s. Alright everyone, now let's look at this slide. This slide focus on do and does. These two words are very important in present simple, especially when we make question and negative sentences. First, let's talk about questions. In present simple, when we want to ask a question, we always start with do or does. We use do for I, you, they, we, and we use does for he, she, it. So the pattern is do or does plus subject plus verb. And now, look at this sentence in the picture. Where do you come from? Not where do you comes from. Because after do, the verb must always be the base from. That is come. Another example, kalau di positif kita bilang he comes from Brazil. But in a question, where does he come from? Not does he comes. Ini salah. So remember this rule, after do or does, the verb must be based from atau kata kerja dasar. Now, for negative sentences, we use don't and does not. Don't itu dipakai untuk I, you, they, we, dan does not itu dipakai untuk he, she, it. And again, after don't or doesn't, the verb goes back to the base form atau kata kerja dasar. From example, I don't go there very often. Go, not goes. Rice doesn't grow in cold climates. Grow, not grows. Notice something, in the positive, rice grows, pakai s, but in negative, rice doesn't grow, tidak pakai s. Because doesn't sudah mengambil fungsi grammarnya, so the verb must return to the base form atau kata kerja dasar. And why the verb must be based from after do or does? Simple explanation. In English grammar, do or does already carries the tense marker atau penanda present tense. So the main verb doesn't need any s anymore. The verb must stay simple. So guys, think of it like this. If you use does, you cannot use s on the verb. Only one marker is allowed. So I will give one more example. Untuk positifnya, he drives to school. Negatifnya, he doesn't drive to school. Question, does he drive to school? Nah, jadi untuk penjelasan ringkasnya, do or does itu for question, don't or doesn't itu for negative, and after do, does, don't, or doesn't, verbnya harus kembali ke kata kerja dasar. Dan he, she, it itu pakainya does or doesn't, and I, you, they, we itu pakainya do or don't. Alright, now that we understand how the present simple work, especially when to use s and when not to use s, let's move to a short exercise to check your understanding. In this exercise, you will see 7 sentences, and your job is to complete each sentence using the correct form of the verb. The verbs already given above the sentence, like cause, close, connect, go, live, speak, and take. Some of them need an S and some do not. So you really need to look at the subject. If the subject is he, she, or it, you add S. But if the subject is I, you, they, we, you use the verb without S. And I will give you one example. Number 1 is already done for you. Tanya speaks German very well because Tanya is she, so we add S. Now I want you to do the same for the rest of the sentences. Read each sentence, check the subject, choose the correct verb, and decide whether it needs S or not. Take your time, pause the video if you need, and complete all 7 items. Okay, now let's check the answer together. On the previous slide, you worked on 7 sentences using the correct present simple form. And now, let's go through them one by one. And also, I will explain why each answer is correct. We start from number 2. Number 2, the answer is go because the sentence has the subject been and Jack, and that means the subject is they. For they, we use the base verb without plus s, so the correct answer is go. And number 2, the correct answer is causes. Here, the subject is bad driving, and this is regular. It's basically it, so we add s and it becomes causes. And number 4, the correct answer is closes because the subject is the museum, which is also singular. Again, this is like it, so we need plus s and the correct answer is closes. For number 5, the correct answer is life because the subject is my parents, which means plural, or they. For they, we don't add s because, so the verb stays the same, or life. And number 6, the answer is take. Because for this sentence, the subject is the Olympic Games, even though it sounds like one event, the word games is plural. So the subject is like they, and the verb is take without s. And number 7, the correct answer is connects. The subject here is the Paranam Canal, which is one thing, so it's singular, just like it, so we need plus s, and it becomes connects. So guys, these are all the correct answer. If you answer match, great job. If you make mistakes, don't worry, it's totally normal when learning a new tenses. What matters is that now you understand why the verb needs s or doesn't need it. And before we end this lesson, let's make a quick summary of everything we learned today. The present simple tenses is used for habits, routine, general fake, repeat action, and fixed schedule. The rule is simple. Use the base form for I, you, they, we, and add s for he, she, it. We also learn how small the difference look, but how big the effect is when you speak. Because adding s shows exactly who the subject is, and now you also practice using the correct verb form in real sentences. So congrats guys, you have completed this part of Unit 2. Make sure to practice a little bit every day because the present simple is the foundation for many other sentences you will learn after this. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you in the next lesson.